really glad to be with you today. And today we are actually going to be doing something very different. That is way different from Excel and all of that. This is actually a pivot to a little bit of Python program. I just really want to show you something else for the Python enthusiast. If you are following, if you want to follow the one of the routes to data analytics is actually one of the routes to data analytics is actually Python programming. You have to learn Python. Though I'm going to do a long series whereby I will talk about Python extensively from beginning to finish. But just this video, I only want to show you how you can really do about Python, like go about Python. Yeah, in this video, we are going to be creating a calendar using Python programming. All right. And so what do we need to do? There are some certain modules in Python we need to import to actually make this possible. And the first thing we're going to be doing, the first thing we need to do is to import these modules, or we call them libraries now. So we're just going to import calendar. So that's the first thing we need to do. And then when we have calendar imported, I think, is there anything that I'm missing? Why is it showing me no module called calendar? No module called calendar. Why is it showing me this? Project errors. No module called calendar. Or did I spell it wrong? Okay, I think I spelled it wrong here. Calendar, sorry. So the first thing we need to, so after we've done that, then we need to really put in our parameters that is going to help us in displaying this calendar in full. So now we need to get user input in this case. Let me just put on a comment here. User input. So in the case of user input, what are we going to be having? Let's say we're going to be telling our user, let's just say the user, let's say this is the year. We'll call this, we're going to open a variable. So in this variable, we're going to be taking in user input. Okay, so and the input has to be in form of what? In form of integer. So I'm going to use the int function, then use the input function also. So then we're going to instruct the user to enter what? Enter year. Okay, enter year. So, and that is that. So, and also what else do we need in here? We also need month, right? Another variable that hours the month. So in this case, all I just need to do is to just copy, okay, and have it pasted here. So I think that's all. So, and then the next thing is to actually display. All right, let me just put display. We are going to be displaying. This is the display calendar. Yeah. So now in the calendar, what are we going to do? We are just going to say, so what we just need to do is to use the print function. So I'm just going to say print print what now? We're going to be printing calendar dot month. Yeah. Now calendar dot month, and then what do we need to do? We now pass the parameter. And yeah, we now pass the parameter, which is year. Okay, and then month. All right, so now what we're going to be displaying now is the two variables that we've just said. Now let me quickly explain something to you here. So if you see, I said calendar.month. So this means that when I write this first, I'm saying that the code, like, it should print from calendar, which is the module itself. Now from the module called calendar, it should enter the parameter of the month part. Okay, from inside the module, which is the library now, we have, from the library calendar, we have months, we have weeks, we have all of those days, right? So what I just need this calendar to do, the module to do now, is to go inside and fetch me the month of that particular year. So that means that in this case, we are only printing what? Month, right? Just a month. So what we need to do now is very simple. I just need to do what? To run, and then I can just press shift F10, right, to run this, or I can just click on this button here. Sometimes you have to be, it might be, let me stop it so that you can go by it again. So I can just press this or click on shift F10. So when I press, I'm going to be having something like this. So it's going to prompt me. Let me bring this up a bit. So it's prompting me to enter year. Of course, we are going to 2025. So then it asks me to enter month. Okay, let me see what how many days I have in February. So then I just need to click on what, enter, and you can see, voila, it's displayed the whole of the months and days in January for me, right? So now there's another thing that we can actually do when it comes to something like this. There's another thing that we can do when it comes to something like this. We can decide to tell the program to display the whole year. It's just a little thing we just need to tweak when it comes to something like this, right? So let me have it closed. Since we have that, I can just tell this. Let me close it now. So I can just tell it to be like, okay, now I want you to display the whole year. So all I just need to do here is very, very simple. I only need to change this to what? To calendar. That's it. Okay, if I change it to calendar, automatically everything I need, or every of the months in the year, is going to be what? Displayed. Now let's see. All right, so I'm entering here. Okay, let's say 2025, right? And let's say let me see. As you can see, now you might be something is wrong with my code, right? Something is wrong with my code. Now the reason why I can say something is wrong with my code is this. If you take a good look at it, I only enter year. Oh Jesus, enter year, and I was asked for something twice, right? But we might not. Oh, seriously, I said disapale. Oh, that's actually an error there. So let me see. All right, so now if you look at it, okay, let me run this again so that you're going to see what I'm saying. So if I click on run, I'm going to be having enter what? Enter year. Now I'm going to be having enter year. Let's say I have this 2025. It's still bringing enter year. That means that I made a mistake in entering my value. So what I should have here, it should be what? It should be month instead. Okay, enter month. All right, so that's what should be we should have there, but for the sake of this video, let me just go on. All right, so I have this I have the whole of January 2025 with me and all. So now there's something I should have actually done, and that is to comment this out, since I want to display the whole of the calendar. So I can just have this commented out, and there won't be need for me to have this in the parameter. Okay, so let's see if that is going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work because calendar year click on was not closed. Okay, what was not closed? Yeah, now if you take a good look at it, it said the parameter was not closed, like parenthesis. Yes, I think I know where we made a mistake. Now this should be, there should be something here. Then I'll click on, yeah, enter year 2025. Yeah, everything is going to be displayed. I believe you understand what I just did, right? So now the reason why I decided to show all of these mistakes is because you might encounter them in your process of learning. Okay, it's a normal thing. I deliberately decided to show you the mistakes that you might make. Okay, it's actually a very, very good learning curve for you to make mistakes along the way, and please don't get frustrated. Another thing that we might actually do is this. So another thing I think we can do here is this. We can decide to let the program display the current year that we are in. Okay, we can allow the program to actually display the current year that we are in, which is very, very, very okay. Okay, so because it is necessary, we don't really want to have user input. We just want the program to display the current year that we find ourselves. And so what do we need to do? It's very, very simple. I'll just need to comment this out. Okay, then I would have another variable. Let me call it year 2 here. Year, let me call it year 2. Pardon my typographical mistakes. Okay, year 2. And under this year 2, I don't want anything. Okay, so all I just want this particular program is to bring in the normal thing. So I'm going to be using, now before I actually continue, we need to import a specific we need to import a specific uh, before I continue, we need to import a specific library, and it is this library we are going to be using to make this happen. Okay, in fact, before I actually create this what's it called, variable, I ought to have actually created that, so you can see how it's going to be done. So what I'm going to do here is this: I will come here, continue with, so I'm just going to import the module, and the name of the module is date time. Okay, so from here I can just say date time dot date time, no, dates dot date time. Okay, so date time dot date time, then dot what now. Okay, now look at what I'm saying. I'm telling this particular program to go into the library called datetime, then fetch me the exact date and time that we are presently. Okay, so now what you need to do now, from that, also from that library, bring out the now function. Are you getting me? So this is what we call what method in Python. So from here now I can just simply, click on dot year, and what I want to display is what is just the year. So what I will just do here is this: since I already have that, I will come back to this place, make this one year 2, because that is the variable we are working with. Then all I don't just need to do is to what is to click on what run, and you're going to see it's going to be displayed. Look at it, 2024, that is the year we are. Okay, do you understand? That is the year we are. All right. So what if you want this to just display the month that we are? Is it the 12th month, or is it the third, or is it the first month? All we just need to do is to come to this place and change this one to what, to month. Okay, and you run it. All right, so as you can see, it still run the whole thing, but in this case the 12th month in the year. Okay, just the way it is. You don't need to do anything else. That's just the way it is. You don't need to do anything else at all. And that will bring us to the end of this video. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask, as I will be dropping more questions that are related to coding and also related to Excel programming. I'm sorry, to Excel data analytics part. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next video.